All right, let's bring in our panel today. With us, we have former state party chair for the Indiana Democrats, Robin Winston, and for the Republicans, former state rep Mike Murphy, along with the professors of political science, Dr. Martin Sweet from Purdue and Dr. Laura Wilson from UIndy. Laura, this was quite a back and forth this week between two former political allies, President Trump and Elon Musk, who just recently were working together at the White House.
Yeah, on one hand, this divorce feels inevitable. We knew that Donald Trump was going to be interested in reviving the 2017 Trump tax credits, and that was going to conflict with what Musk had been doing. But Musk saying, this is abomination, the big, beautiful bill, right? And then also bringing up the Epstein files. It feels like a relationship that's now really unrepairable. Yeah. I think the only potential winner in this could be Vance, who feels like he's been kind of overshadowed by Musk. Now in his absence, maybe this is an opportunity for that vice president to move forward, especially considering we're only 3 years from a presidential election.
Martin, what do you make of this feud and what it means for this big bill that the president is trying to get through Congress?
Well, it has a little bit of sort of Godzilla versus King Kong kind of stuff going on here. I think, though, there's a fundamental disconnect between sort of a business person getting involved in politics, right? The fundamental rule in politics is all arrows out. If you have disagreements, great. Handle those behind closed doors. Don't air those in public. And I think if you try to bring your own agenda into Trump's White House, you're in trouble, right? Which I think is sort of going to be a warning shot for Secretary Kennedy, right? Sure. He's got to support the president's agenda, not his own.
All right, Mike, at the state level, Governor Braun is facing some scrutiny this week over his decision to replace 3 IU trustees with new appointees who've been described as being fairly political charged picks. What do you make of all this?
I think people are making a big deal out of something that's not such a big deal. I mean, the law was passed. He wasn't the author. It went through the legislative process. Even if it was a little bit of a sneak play around the end. And he has the right to, has the obligation, frankly, to administer the law. So it's a state university.
Robin, what's your view on this from across the aisle? Amidst some other reporting from Politico's Adam Wren this week, by the way, that Braun might even be considering a run for president in 28.
Well, first off, you got students facing cuts to Pell Grants at the national level, and they wanted to abandon part of the Franco-Bannon program. This is what has students at the universities. I'm more focused on that than Sage and Bopp and whoever else he appointed to the board. When you talk about getting ready for Iowa in 28, and we haven't even got through 25 yet, I think that's very premature. Okay. We got a $2 billion deficit to deal with. We got Medicaid cuts every day. There are a lot more issues right here at home.
Okay, meantime, a couple big stories at the State House this past week. State Senator Liz Brown now facing primary threats from U.S. Senator Jim Banks after she was called out by Attorney General Todd Rokita on the issue of immigration. And then there's this story first reported by the Capitol Chronicle about State Senator Mike Bohacek, accused of driving drunk, though he wasn't charged till months later after the session because of a law that says lawmakers can't be arrested mid-session, which is some calling for that law to be revisited. Mike, you served in the State House. What do you make of all this?
Well, first of all, that's the law that says you cannot be arrested during the session except for treason, a felony, or cheering against IU. It's been around since the Middle Ages. I mean, the English sheriffs would try to stop members of Parliament from getting to London, and so that's
why this law is in place.
Yeah, it's part of English common law. It's outdated. I'd say it's outdated. But the fact is, they did the right thing. They obeyed the law, and then they investigated him, and then they arrested him. And so there was no big losers
months
in it.
After the fact. Yeah. Martin, were you surprised at all to see Senator Banks weighing in on this State House race in his old congressional district, calling for a primary of Liz Brown?
Yeah, it's a little unusual, except there's actually a little personal history there, right? Liz Brown ran against Jim Banks in 2016 in Republican primary. And so in that respect, I don't think it's that surprising.
Former opponents there. In that
right,
regard.
and Todd Rokita has already, the Attorney General Todd Rokita has already been signaling that he also favors a primary here. She's been a little obstructionist on some gun legislation, on some immigration stuff.
And we'll see what happens there. Laura, finally, let's talk about the scrutiny that Indy Mayor Joe Hogsett is facing after this report on the sexual harassment claims against his former chief of staff. The latest call for his resignation coming from a fellow Democrat amidst some other reporting in the Indy Star about some reportedly uncomfortable text messages from the mayor himself.
Yeah, and I think this is really unfortunate for the administration. Obviously, when you have someone who's worked in the administration, having undergone this kind of this kind of focus, it's different than when it's the leader of the administration itself. I do think it's interesting that you see some of the Democrats moving and joining this call for resignation. But at the end of the day, if he survives, if Hogsett survives this call, this threat, right, and goes up for election again, voters only remember if they're reminded, and I'm not sure this is something that's going to stick with them.
Do you guys think he's going to run again? He said he wouldn't, but perhaps there's thinking that he may try to. Does this hurt his effort to do so, Rahman?
I think he'll probably look at running again. I think he'd be a very strong candidate. I think that it boils down to the ability to get on television and get out the vote. Joe's proven himself as a proven fundraiser, which is important. But also, folks, this is 2 years from now.
Sure.
We've got big issues right now that we need to address rather than worry about that.
Mike, your thoughts on this? 15 seconds.
Well, I think people like the guy. I like the guy, you know. But the fact is, as Robin said, this is a long time before 2020, whatever, seven or whatever
yeah.
it is. And so I think he survives it if he has the money.
Okay, we got to leave it there. Coming up next, 5 years since the riots in downtown Indy and in so many other cities across the country. We're looking back at the impact here in Indianapolis.